What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are rocking out with arguably the best legendary bird from Generation 1. We are rocking out with Zapdos for Regulation I. Now, when it comes to Zapdos, this Pokemon really thrives out in the rain, which is why one of the restricted Pokemon we're pairing it up with today is going to be Kyogre. The other one is going to be Zacian. Zacian just kind of makes his team whole, and it acts as a great hyper offensive Pokemon to deal big time damage on the squad. Now Zapdos over here has Static as its ability, rocking the Citrus Berry as item, which works so well with this Pokemon. Obviously, it has an amazing typing of Electric and Flying. On top of that, its move pool follows suit with Protect, Thunderbolt, Hurricane, and Heat Wave with the Fire Terror type, just in case we need it. Just in case we need it. You never know. You never know. Like I said, our restricted Pokemon are going to be Kyogre and Zacian. Kyogre is rocking that Assault Vest with a standard moveset of Thunder, Ice Beam, Origin Pulse, and Water Spout. Zacian, same thing. Normal moveset, Protect, Iron Head, Play Rough, and Sacred Sword. Our final three Pokemon today are going to be all support Pokemon. We got Tornadus, we got Friggraff, we got Clefairy. Clefairy is going to be a great after you / helping hand / follow me user. Friggraff is going to be our imprisoned Trick Room user. Tornadus is going to be our weather control and speed control with Tailwind and Rain Dance user. Gonna be a lot of fun. Cannot wait to use Zacian, Kyogre, and Zapdos. Probably gonna be bringing them in every single match. If you guys want to run the team for yourself, the code is at the top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Zapdos in Regulation I. First match coming at you guys, and we are going up against an Ice Rider Calyrex and Smeargle squad for Regulation I. They also have Lunala, they also have Urshifu with Ursaluna and Indeedee, so obviously you can see this team getting out of hand, being really like Trick Roomy, right? Is that the way to say it? Yeah, they're definitely getting a little Trick Roomy. Now, for me, I could just imprison Trick Room. I could also taunt the Trick Room user if I want to, but then I also have to do it follow me. So I'm just going to go into Friggraff here. I think Friggraff is going to be a great Pokemon just to imprison Trick Room. And maybe do I lead Kyogre, or do I get after it with Zacian? What's your Terror type, Kyogre? Grass. We're going to go into you, just in case they want to go, like, Spore me or something like that. That could definitely get out of hand. So I'm going to go Kyogre here, bring Zapdos, and definitely bring Zacian. That's the squad. That is what we're ripping up with. Gotta watch out for that Ice Rider Calyrex and that Smeargle. Smeargle can be scary not only for Fake Out, but for Spore, which is why I checked out the Terror types for Kyogre, because I wanted to obviously see if it was Grass, because, you know, Spore doesn't affect Grass type Pokemon, so it worked out perfectly. Once I seen it was Grass, I was like, yo, we're locking in, because that's really what I'm scared of here, is the Calyrex and Smeargle lead, and then him being able to Spore one of my Pokemon, which he might just Spore like for Friggraff at that point. Let's see. Who you got going into? There's that lead. There is that lead that I'm talking about. You thought I was messing around. That's the lead I was talking about. All right. So you could Spore my Friggraff, which would be rough if you do Spore my Friggraff. Would definitely be rough if you do Spore my Friggraff. You can't Fake Out, which is great news. I'm still just gonna go Grass Terror type, just because I don't think you go for Glacial Lance this turn. I do not think. That's a problem. It's like I go into Grass Terror type, dodge Spore, but on top of that, Glacial Lance is also super effective up against Grass type Pokemon. So I'll take this risk right here. I really just can't allow them to set up Trick Room. I have Zacian and Zapdos in the back end. My Kyogre dies, it dies. So be it, right? We might end up seeing a Terror type from Calyrex here, which would be a little rough, right? Nice little Water Terror type from Calyrex. That would suck. That would suck. Hopefully it's like a Fire Terror Calyrex. A lot of them been rocking Water as of recently. But it doesn't look like he's terrestrializing. It looks like just me, which is fine with it. Get a little grassy action with Kyogre. I feel like they have to pop Trick Room. I feel like that's their play. So Grass Terror right in front of an Ice Rider Calyrex. It's a risky play, but I'm down to make it. And we're just outspeeding. Drop a nice little Water Spout. He's definitely Sporing. He's definitely Sporing me, right? Definitely Sporing me. Can you Spore the Kyogre, please, and thank you? Can you Spore the Kyogre? The person actually comes out here first, which is great news, so I like that. And he's just going to rip a Glacial Lance. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And I'm surviving on 7, which is great news. And he's going to go for Spore in the Kyogre slot. So this actually works out pretty well for us. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. We will go for Hyper Voice here and honestly just rip a Origin Pulse. I could honestly just go for like a Thunder because we know we have speed here. We know Friggraff is outspeeding. So yeah, I'm just going to go for Thunder instead because the combination of both these should KO. And I'm not risking... Oh, this actually might have messed me up. I might have messed up. Didn't expect to follow me, but I was just going to go for Thunder because I didn't want to miss an Orange Pulse. I just feel like that would have been rough for me. So there's that. I don't mind this too much, considering they should have slower Pokemon here. Hyper Voice is going to launch here. He is going to end up picking up the double KO. But in all honesty, it's okay. That's fine. That's fine. So he picks up double KO. We get rid of Smeargle. We bring Calyrex really low. And then we get to bring out really hyper offensive Pokemon with not only our Zapdos, but with our Zacian. And I like this, considering we got some rain turns. We got Hurricane. It's gonna be landing 100% of the time. Not bad. Could have been a better turn there. Did not play for the follow me. That's all me, but still. So I didn't want to go for an orange. I really didn't want to go for an Orange Pulse and just risk missing. Right, that would have been rough. But I probably should have, considering Hyper Voice would have cleaned up the Smeargle, no problem. That's fine. So we waste our Terra. I think that worked out well for us. And now we're sitting here with Zapdos and Zacian. We definitely have speed, because their team is definitely a bit slower than ours. And who they're going to throw out here? They're going to throw out Indeedee. At this point, you could go for Follow Me. I'm going to hope that Heat Wave can actually KO this Calyrex. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm going to hope that this can KO this Calyrex. And we're just going to go into this. We're going for Heat Wave in the rain. Please KO the Calyrex. Because Follow Me into Glacial Lance is... Oh, that's bad news for us. It's bad news for us. It should, right? You don't have that much HP. I get it's in the rain. I get it's not stab. But it is super effective. I doubt they waste Terror type on Calyrex here. So hopefully they should go for Follow Me, Heat Wave can KO, and then we can just kind of roll out from there. Heat Wave in the rain, man. Never thought I'd use it. Never thought I'd use it. Let's see what they're going to do here. I wonder if they're even going for Follow Me. Yeah, it is Follow Me. Heat Wave, I need you here, man. I need you here, Heat Wave. Behemoth Blade's launching. If Heat Wave KOs, we pretty much win this game. Behemoth Blade does great damage in that slot. Rocky Helmet, a little bit of damage here. Heat Wave launches. KO that Calyrex. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's big time. That's a big time KO right there. Monstrous KO from Heat Wave Zapdos in the rain. Absolutely love it. They go into Lunala as their final Pokemon. At this point, we're just going to launch a Hurricane. We're honestly just going to double down in that slot. I could go for another Heat Wave, but what's it really going to do here? Let's go for Behemoth Blade. We'll go for Hurricane. Another Follow Me pops out here. Behemoth Blade is going to fly. He's going to be able to Shadow Shield this shot, but actually it's only for super effective moves. We're going to get rid of you. It could be going for... You could definitely be going for Meteor Beam here with Power Herb, which could kind of bring this match to really, really close. But hopefully Hurricane comes out here first. It does. Can we get some Ducks going? Some Ducks would be lovely. Give me Ducks. No Ducks. He's going to rip Expanded for us. Uh-oh. I'm able to soak on one. The Zip Zap. Zippity Zap. Love that name. Living on one. Got some HP. I got some speed going right now. That's great news. Chances are, if you're anything, you're probably Fairy Terra. So we're just going to go for another Hurricane here and another Behemoth Blade. And let's see if we can win this one. So Zacian Zapdos kicking it right now. Should be enough damage. Should be enough damage. Hurricane definitely not missing the rain. And Zapdos clutching up match number 1. Let's go. Heat Wave picking up a big time KO. It survived on 1. Ate up with Citrus Berry. Hurricane for the victory. Great first match. Love that I got that on recording. We're sitting 1-0. Here we go again. Paired up with the same opponent. Looks like we're going for back-to-back victories up against the same opponent. Great match. Glad we're versing Regulation I Team, so I do not mind versing the same opponent. But, again, Ferrograph is going to be top tier. I'm probably just going to end up leading Ferrograph. To be honest. Just lead Ferrograph. I could. And I am. I'm going to go Ferrograph. I am going to end up going into Zacian this time around. And then bring Kyogre and Zapdos in the back end. So, same squad. Different order. We're just trying to do something a bit different here. Now, the reason I'm going into both of these two is I can Hyper Voice, knock off Focus Sash, and then just like Behemoth Blade this Smeargle down if he wants to lead Smeargle and Calyrex, because chances are he probably thinks we're imprisoning again and canceling out Trick Room. So they're just gonna go for Glacial Lance and try to get after it. So that's really where I'm at, right? That's really where I'm at. I'm not gonna go into Kyogre. I'm gonna save Kyogre and Zapdos in for the late game. Lunala definitely scary with that Indeedee and Expanded Force. It's a tough little play for us, but Yeah, I like where we're sitting here. I like it. I like it. That first match was really, really good. That heat wave was so clutch. That heat wave was so clutch. I was sitting there, I was like, dude, they're going to go for follow me. And then he's just going to Glacial Lance and pick up big time KOs because he was already +2 on attack. So I was like, I can't really let this thing hit. I got to hope heat wave KOs in the rain. And it did. It was awesome. But they ended up going into the same lead. And like I said, we are just going to go for a Hyper Voice here. We already are way ahead of our opponent. So we kind of figured they would lead the same thing. We're just going to go for a Hyper Voice, and we're going to double down to the Smeargle slot. Smeargle, come here. So Hyper Voice, bam. Behemoth Blade, yes, bam. Send it. Double down right into the Smeargle slot. He definitely thinks we're imprisoning again. They definitely think that. Which is why I just want to straight up attack, get that throat spray popped. We'll probably go for a Glacial Lance, and at that point we could just soak it and kind of get after it. But you can't fake me out. I got Armor Tail on the field, which is why I've been leading. Photograph, just so good. It's just so good. Let's see. Definitely gotta do something. I don't know if they're gonna do anything different, but I just think they think we're gonna imprison here. But I'm not. I'm just gonna try to get rid of this Smeargle, because everybody knows Smeargle's so annoying. It really is. But I think they definitely want to go for a Spore here. They're gonna Terrasilize right off the Rippo. Is this gonna be Ghost Terra? No, it's gonna be Calyrex Terrasilizing into straight fire, which is why they didn't Terrasilize it last time with Kyogre. Because I was sitting there, I was like, hopefully they don't have Water Terra. Hopefully they have fire, and they do end up having fire. The Behemoth Blade flies into this slot, chipping up great damage, bringing it down to the Focus Sash. And from here, we are just going to look for Hyper Voice, KO the Smeargle, pop Throat Spray, and fingers crossed that they're just going for Glacial Lance, right? That's really our predictions here. I don't think he pops a Trick Room. I think he thinks that we were going for Imprison. So, go for... Oh, High Horsepower works. That's fine. I soak that. I like this turn all day. Big fan of it. Big fan of it. Huge fan of this turn. Let's see what they go into next. It is going to end up being Indeed here. Now is definitely going to be the turn where we go for Imprison here. Just so I have it on the field, and then we will just Behemoth Blade this Indeedee down. So there's Follow Me. I could definitely see him potentially going for Trick Room here. So I don't mind if you go for Glacial Lance. Again, our whole point here is to just not allow them to set up Trick Room, right? So Behemoth Blade does good damage here. Rocky Helmet's going to chip us up. We Imprison up just to make sure Trick Room doesn't fly. And what are you doing here? You're going for Trick Room? Nope, Glacial Lance. So he's staying on the attacking field. They're just staying on this attacking field, which is fine. I mean, Zacian dies out here. I bring out Kyogre, I pretty much win this match, right? I bring out Kyogre, I win this match now. So we were just playing very passively with this Trick Room setup. It's not fine. It's not fine. Kyogre, get out here. Thanks for playing. GG's. Game's over. Game is over. Game is over. Thanks for playing. What do I even do here? Guess I'll just go into Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice, Water Spout. Thanks for playing. Thank you for playing. Yeah. Once I took out Zacian, I was sitting there, I was just like, dude, we bring out Kyogre. It's game. They have no weather control. They probably have Lunala in the back end. Water Spout the victory. So, we'll take this 2-0 sweep up against this opponent. Solid matches. Regulation I teams, but definitely next matchup, I'm going to try to look for a different opponent. Definitely going to try to look for a different opponent. Because once you beat an opponent twice, it's like, alright, come on. Give me somebody else. Give me somebody else at this point. Give me somebody else. But he ends up just protecting Calyrex. I mean, he wants to get out Lunala, which is fine. I mean, I think Kyogre outspeeds Lunala. And he's just sacrificing Indeedee. Indeedee with the sacrifice. Water Spout. Blocked. I wonder, does Lunala outspeed? I mean, my Zacian was faster than Lunala last match, and my Zapdos. So let me check the speeds real quick. It might not. It might not. It might get a little out of hand. It might not. That's really what this match comes down to. Is Lunala faster than Kyogre? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see. What's your speed at Zapdos? You're pretty fast, aren't you? 127. 112. Ooh. Could definitely be cutting it close. We'll still go for Water Spout. I like it. I like it. So I'm going to go for Psychic here. just to do a little bit of damage. So, no, we're going for Water Spout here. We'll go for Water Spout. It's a landing a double protect, which might have just won him the game. That probably just won him the game. And no, we don't outspeed. That might just won him the game. That might have just won him the game. We'll have to switch to Origin Pulse next turn, but a double protect there. Doing me dirty just a little bit. Water Spout chipping up damage. We're going to have to switch to Origin Pulse next turn. I mean, Kyogre soaked really well with that Assault Vest, so... Nah, we should be fine here. Should be fine. Psychic actually doing great damage here. So I'll do that again. I will just go into an Origin Pulse. He's going to outspeed and go for probably another Expanding Force here, which Kyogre should be able to soak. It actually soaked it way better than I thought it would, which is great news. With that double protect. They're going to go for triple protect, aren't they? Nope. Moongeist Beam straight into the slot. And you soak this. You should be able to soak this. You're soaking up the Expanding Force. Yeah, you got this all day. That's easy soaks from your boy. Origin Pulse launches. Night Night. Double KO. Good game. Had me worried there a little bit. But again, match number 2 going to us. Let's go up to a third and final match. Look for a different opponent and a different third and final match. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Third and final match is underway. Brand new opponent. New set of restricted Pokemon, Miraidon and Ice Rider Calyrex, and their team is looking phenomenal. It's looking super strong. Iron Valiant, we're going to have to watch out for Wide Guards on that puppy. They also have Incineroar. They got Ogerpon, Wellspring Ogerpon to be exact, and for Rigorath, just like us. I'm going to lie, Tailwind's looking pretty good here. There is a chance that they could pop Trick Room. They could lead Incineroar here as well. Just a little tough for us. I could just go into like my Weather Pokemon, which is not bad. And you know what? I am going to end up doing that. And I am going to end up bringing Friggraff in the back. And we're going same squad, different order again. It just seems like it works well. And the reason I really want Friggraff is in case they lead Incineroar and just want to fake out. Because then I could just hard swap Incineroar. Or not Incineroar. Hard swap one of my Pokemon into Friggraff. And it just works so well, right? It really does. I mean, what's called is going to be a big time problem. Miraidon. Just because we have no terrain control. But at the same time, we have good Terror types to kind of defend off of that. Like Grass Terror type on Kyogre. Could work really well. I don't know. This one seems like it's going to be real tough for us. It's definitely going to be tough for us. Let's see. What you got cooking for us? They could try to go for Trick Room. I don't think they're going to go for Trick Room right off the rip. I think they're going to lead like Miraidon. Maybe Incineroar. I think it's a bit better of a play for them. But now they go Iron Valiant with Ogerpon, which is fine. I don't mind that. So I end up going into these two, and I could just Hurricane this Ogerpon at this point. I could just double down, but there is a chance they do go for Spiky Shield here. So I honestly am just going to go in the Iron Valiant with that Hurricane, and I am going to Thunder this Ogerpon. Let's do that. They could go for Horn Leech here, definitely, but I have a feeling they're Spiky Shield, which is why I sent the Hurricane into the other slot. This isn't a bad lead for us. Not a bad lead at all. They definitely have Wide Guard on Iron Valiant, which is something I have to remember. Water Absorb onto that Ogerpon. Maybe I should just Terrasilize this Kyogre right off the rip. Probably would have been a safer play, but I'm really got my fingers crossed that this Ogerpon's Spiky Shield in this turn. Or maybe even Terrasilize him. Oh no, we got something totally different. We're saying bye-bye to Kyogre here. Unless we get a Paralyze, we're saying bye-bye to Kyogre here. Kyogre, thanks for playing. Are you going after my Zip Zap? You're going after my Zip Zap. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, man! A little coaching action? Coaching goes crazy. Whoa! Not my Zip Zap. Coaching boost. Kinda crazy if you ask me. Kinda crazy if you ask me. This is scary. I could go Water Terror here. I'm just gonna end up protecting you. Grass Terror and Thunder in this slot. Oh my lord. Scaring me, man. Coaching on Ogerpon? I like it. Definitely throws off people. Taking out my Zapdos, though. I really wanted that Hurricane shot. Really want that Hurricane shot. So we end up protecting him. Just playing it smart. I wonder if he goes for another coaching boost. Spiky Shields. A little bit of Spiky Shield action. What are you going for, Iron Valiant? AC wins. Slowing us down a little bit. Not a bad play. But not good enough. Your defense boosted. Do we think Ivy Cudgel can KO? Or not Ivy Cudgel. Do we think Play Rough can KO that Ogerpon? I sure hope so. I mean, we're boosted +1 on attack, so let's say it does. I'm gonna go for Play Rough into this slot. Actually, Behemoth Blade could work, but play rough. We're gonna try to take out the Ogerpon. And from here, we'll play it safe with a Thunder. We'll play it safe with a Thunder. Could coach up again too. Could definitely coach up again. So they were trying to get some speed up against my Zacian. That's really what's their play. Playoff's gonna fly here. It is gonna end up picking up the KO. Wish we went for Origin Pulse here, but Thunder was a safe call. They end up picking up the KO there. Icy Wind is gonna launch, and he's just slowing it down for everybody else, which is kind of tough for us, right? Just a tad bit tough for us. I mean, I still have Frigoraph, which is nice. But we're gonna launch Thunder here. Picking up good damage. Do I get a Paralyze? Of course not. We never do. Miraidon now comes out here, and this is where things get really, really tough for us. Really, really tough for us. I could protect Zacian. I feel like they have to attack my Zacian. I feel like that's an absolute must. I do have Water Terror, but we're a user Terror type. Best place probably just to do this. And do I rip an Ice Beam? Or do I just go Origin Pulse? I'm just gonna go Ice Beam here. And we're gonna see a Terror type. I should have Origin Pulse, man. Should have Origin Pulse. Here you go, Fairy. Electric. I should have Origin Pulse. Should have popped it, man. I should have popped it. We have Protect flying here. Any possible way we win this one? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not looking good. Let's say double down. Maybe Electro Drift in his Zacian this play. Moonblast into the slot. No way you double down in my Kyogre. Do not give me a special attack drop. They go for Electro Drift. Hold up. They're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a shot here. They're saying there's a shot because Origin Pulse can do a ton of damage. We are going to go for this play rough into the slot. And we're just going to go for this Origin Pulse. We should be able to soak up a Moonblast, and then he's got to pick and choose who he wants to KO here. So I feel like I'm either getting off this play rough or this Origin Pulse, which could KO this Miraidon now that he Terrestrialized. And I don't think they had to Terrestrialize. I think keeping their typing was probably the play here. Hold up. Could go for Wide Guard, but I don't see. If you go for Wide Guard here, that'd be really an insane call from them. But it wouldn't be that much of an insane call just because. Actually, I don't know. That would be an insane call. I haven't used a double hitting move all game long. You're just going to pull it out here. I'd be so upset. I would be so upset. I would be so upset if you pull out the Wide Guard move here. Icy Wind's going to fly here. That's fine. So you're slowing down a little bit. That's fine by me. And what are we going to see pop out here? Obviously, the speed drops here. Miraidon, what you going for? A Volt Switch pivot into Zacian. Can you soak this, please? No, dude, that thing is an absolute monster. It's an absolute monster. He's going to lose a little bit of HP. I really wish this Origin Pulse was hitting this slot. But I guess not. But I guess not. And he's going to bring out Calyrex. He still had Calyrex this whole time. Really tough Pokemon for us. They play this one really well. That Ogerpon right off the rip was just an absolute pain. Such a good Pokemon. Origin Pulse is going to double land here. And honestly, if they just went for Electro Drift, we would have had a nice shot at winning this matchup. Would have definitely had a nice shot at winning this matchup. The rain's gone, which is terrible news. We have to bring out Ferriggies, but that's really not going to do much because I can't pop Trick Room with Ferriggy because the Calyrex really just thrives out here. Looks like we got to go for Hyper Voice and hope that it KOs. And it's not, dude. It's not. We are in some trouble. We are in some trouble. So I'll go for the Hyper Voice. I will still go for this Origin Pulse. And that's going to be it, right? Electro Drift flying into Frigoraph. Dumping on that. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Frigoraph, if you survive this, you are the best Pokemon ever. But yeah, no Pokemon surviving that. Electric Terrain, Electric Terra, Stab, Electro Drift from Miraidon. And I think it's Life Orb, right? Yeah, and he is Life Orb, so the damage is just going through the roof. And his Calyrex is just faster than my Kyogre. Not a bad third and final match. Our opponent definitely outplayed us with that Ogerpon play. Coaching Ogerpon, just taking out my Zapdos right off the rip. Definitely threw me off. GG's to our opponent. We got 2-1 for today's video. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, Zapdos in Regulation I, or I should say on the casual ladder for Regulation I. It doesn't really matter, considering we versed all Regulation I teams, so it was a fair fight all around. We ended up going 2-1 for today's video, which is absolutely amazing with Zapdos. Zapdos was able to actually Heat Wave, or have a clutch Heat Wave, I should say, in match number 1 up against Calyrex, and then Hurricane to victory. In match number 2, we won, and match number 3, our opponent just had a crazy cool combo of coaching Ogerpon, which threw us off and won him the battle. Super dope though, super dope. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that bigger subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.